At 7 o'clock, we'll call to order. Stand and give the pledge of allegiance. She gets to her seat. Only did it once. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Pretty good. It's not 5 minutes into the meeting. Okay, we'll get started here. We need a motion to approve the minutes from March 13th regular meeting.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes on March 13th, regular meeting.
Second that. Need a motion to approve April's docket and allowance docket.
I'll make a motion that we approve the April's docket and allowance docket.
I will second.
I also have the fall acknowledgement receipt of monthly financial reports.
All right. Okay. That's all that, okay. Guess we'll jump right into the utility superintendent.
Would you
Well,
want
let's
to
do
do
the income.
Oh, we gotta do that still, we talked about that, we'll do that.
What's the lady, do you remember her
I
name?
don't remember.
I'll make a motion that we, give the lady that Ken Smith suggested permission to do an income survey for us for future grants.
I'll second that.
Now, that will be the town-wide income
Right.
survey.
That's the town one though.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Steve's up. Hey Jerry, you're up.
Okay. Peerless finally got back with me on the wells and pump inspection. And it appears that well number 1 needs clean. And the south well, it looks like the pump needs, we need to think about replacing that. The pumping capacity down due to the pump. And they called me back. I was hoping to have a price on both of them. I would get back with you. I thought they'd have one for me today. I just got this information yesterday on what the inspection results were. Tuesday they're supposed to be in to do a filter inspection. And that's all I know right now. I'll let you guys know as far as what we need to do as far as what the price is. We'll go from there. The other thing I have is alleys. What would you like done? Do you want me to have Rusty come in and run them? I do think there's a few places we need to fill a few holes in, of course, and I'll try to get to them right away before.
Wouldn't it be better to run the machine through it before we put stone down? Or?
It probably wouldn't hurt. Depends on how soon
If
he's
you
gonna
know
get
where
there.
if you know where it's gotta go, and then put it down once if we know it's
Yeah,
stone.
one I've got some potholes. Of course, you're better to break the pothole up, I believe, than you are to just
Yeah.
fill it in.
Sure.
I mean, it just comes back in that same spot, it seems like.
Yeah.
So, would you like me to try to do that first and then maybe add some stone to it? or-
Yeah, if you can know where they're low, and if we can get Rusty come through and knock it out and level them out, and then put stone where
Then
it's
see
low.
what we need?
Yeah, I mean, because it's
Okay.
gonna look good once he grades it off, obviously. But if you know where
I can
the
do
holes
that.
keep coming.
Leaf pickup, so far I've had, I went around twice, I believe it was. Don't remember now. This is,
It was
no, this is Wednesday, so yeah, I went around twice. And I had about a half load Monday and had about a half a load yesterday.
Really? Wow.
And I didn't get it out this afternoon. I thought it'd start sprinkling. I didn't want to get. And I noticed there's at least 2 piles out there that I happened to notice today. So I'll finish out the week with the. And if we get to where the weather doesn't permit us to get around Friday, I will check Monday to see that we've got everything.
Okay.
Then I've still got to get the spreader or the salt box off the truck. I've contacted Alan, of course, hasn't been through. Usually he just stops in when he has a grave or something, and he just takes it off the back of the truck. When I get that done, we'll pick up some brush. And then after we get around, I'll contact the guys up north about the bed on the truck and see what their schedule looks like.
What did we find out on the snowplow?
I haven't done anything. You guys.
I didn't know.
You guys kind of left me kind of where, you never made a decision, so, I mean, like I said, we're not gonna need it the rest of the year. I've got all year to get parts for it. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, you decide what you want later on. I mean,
Let's price the parts and see what.
it's $12.50, I believe, is what the part is.
We talked about replacing it, and I talked to a guy about putting a plow like they got on the little truck, on the big truck, so
Yeah.
we can move it and be better. And he said for us to wait until June or July, because he'll give us a out-of-season price cut, so I'll remind you in June and July what's going on there.
Okay.
You guys,
Put it on the back burner
I'll
until
just
June or
wait.
July.
okay. Yeah, I hope we don't need it till November.
Yeah.
I hope we don't need it.
Better
next year
not.
at all.
I hope we do it in January.
Yeah, I hope we need it in January.
And I think that's all I have. I do know, sorry,
No?
I do know, Central will be the one that's coming in to do the patching through ISI. ISI contacted Central Paving to do so they're gonna do
218.
the streets, no, this back street for the, project, stormwater project, so they'll be finishing that up. Central will do that, and then when they get that done, then they'll go through and they'll start in, as soon as we find out
When we get the
when we get the money. Then they'll finish up the rest of the streets that
do it all at the same time.
went around with them last week.
Is that their plan? Do it all at the same time?
Yeah, and
Paving?
then we gotta get with the cement guy for right over here.
I'll get with
Yeah,
him. I'll
question
come
on
tomorrow. I'll call him and see if he can come.
Well, I
I'll talk to him.
think we got about 3 weeks looking out, so he really can't start till after we get the money anyway.
Right.
And of course, he's got family issues I wouldn't probably bother him for probably a week anyway. Unless if I happen to see him up at the house, I might stop and talk to him
Okay.
and see, but
That'll work.
if I see him, I'll let you know.
Okay. Works for me. That's it. All right, Jill.
Okay, 17 calls for service, that was between Stephen and I. 7 assisting another agency, whether it was EMS, Sheriff's Department, or PD. 2 trespass warnings were issued, 4 traffic contacts, and then I had sent out 17 ordinance violation notices on some properties.
17.
Okay.
Good for you.
And we've got spring cleanup right around the corner, so
Yeah, that's.
hopefully that will help some others.
The mayor of Delphi gave you some, I think it was the mayor that gave you some praise during our meeting that said you were a big help to the town, and you come over and helped them and they helped us, and so he thanked you for that, so.
Good job. Thank you. Appreciate it. Any problems going on? You found anything out about the AED yet? I know you were looking into it about trying to find a refurbished one or.
I have checked into that. Actually, no more this week.
Okay.
And then I had to get pads for the ones that'll be in the community building.
Okay.
So,
Well, good. Well, that goes right along with that. We still got to work on the sign-in sheet.
Did you have any luck talking with dispatch to see if they could help track use of the shooting range and sign in and whatever.
The only thing is when officers go on duty, like we had shooting last week and this week, I mean, it should be logged under, you know, who's out there. And then we do have a sign-up sheet. I mean, I have a copy that was emailed to me of who all was there. I mean, I was there as well, but
So would that suffice by the contract, or do you want the contract rewritten?
That'll suffice me.
I think it was fine.
Did we give Steve permission to put his,
That's just what I was getting ready to ask
China
you.
box down
Did
there?
you talk to him about it?
He asked,
Jerry has information on it.
Because he texted me and I was like, well,
You talk about that container?
the container for the shooting
That's
range.
been canceled.
It has been
Right, as
canceled.
of right now, that's what they told me the other day.
Okay.
Now, if it changes,
Right.
one, Jill or I will let you know, I guess.
Okay. He just texted me and I said I would bring it up.
I don't think it would be an issue if he wanted to put something down there.
That's what I said. don't
No,
see
I
any
didn't,
problem.
yeah, I didn't either. Matter of fact, I told him I'd help him get the building out of there if they needed it.
Yeah. He said John Deere would come in and probably set it for him. So, we'll see. Okay. Well, that takes care of that. Didn't learn much there. You got anything else? No? Clerk? Treasurer?
All I have is your business. I don't have anything else.
Holy cow. All right. Painting community building. What's that?
I'm pulling stuff off. I don't have to worry about controlling it.
Let's see. Christian Brothers, painting, repairing damaged wall area in the community center. Apply 2 coats, bare, plus, I guess it's to the wall. $4,500 for the wall. Okay, I was just seeing if it's all. Then we have using a solution of TSP and rinse, prepare the floor for painting, repair damaged surface, coat with block filler to match existing, paint floors, 2 coats, alkali floor enamel, $8,500. So, $8,500 and $4,500. We have the Wright brother, father, and son painting. Prep and paint the floor, 2-part epoxy, fix cracks, seal cracks, paint the walls with eggshell finish. Color we can discuss. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not picking it out. Did good on the banners. On my color ends there. $7,000.
That's for both.
It says prep and paint floor, 2-part epoxy, fix cracks, paint walls, eggshell finish.
Okay.
So that is both. And this is boiler paint and pressure washing. Marky Willington, Casserly. 600 square foot epoxy, pearl gray. First coat, let's see. Second coat epoxy, eggshell. 750. Then we've got 5,700 foot, this must be the floor. So we're at 755, I guess this is for the floor. Eggshell paint, this is for the bathroom, sorry, I see now it says for the bathroom, 755 for the bathrooms. Then we're 2 coat epoxy for the floor, that's 5,020. And then eggshell coat, the finish, like bathroom, lab, closets, not included. $4,464.
work, who gave
They
you?
work out of Logansport. I know one of the two people. I know the son of the father and son. I don't know, I can find out if they're bonded. I didn't ask for that stuff.
See what you can do about that, and then
All right.
You want to
We'll table it and then I'll find out about the insurance.
see what they can do.
I'm sure they are, but I should have had them write it down. Made sure it was on there, so, well. We'll see. We'll table it. Okay. Let's see. Doing work in the med center. Yeah, interested in it. We found about the meeting. Was that what I was, that was Kurt? That wasn't
The
what I was in
days
the
that
office,
you
but I
gave
was in
me.
computer.
Yeah, the days you gave me were, maybe you were available. And they need, what, a couple weeks' notice for your guys, do you think?
Why are you so difficult?
Well, I can pressure them, so.
No, don't pressure anybody.
You come up with a date, I'll get them there.
I'll get you a date. I got a cruise coming up in May, and I'll be off a couple of days before that, so I'll see if I can come up with a day.
Yeah, I can probably, get them there in a couple days' notice.
Well, I mean, I'll give you 3 weeks, and I'll come up with a day, and I'll get with you here.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do my best with my stupid schedule to try to get something nailed down.
Okay.
Now, if you have more than just you, if Brent, okay, we
Yeah.
do the meetings.
Yes. My dates are the ones that are the biggest problem. Yes. We still need an appointment to the EDC. Anybody should.
I wanna have a meeting with Julia and Connie and discuss what we're gonna do before, there ain't no sense appointing anybody if we're gonna, they might not let us have 3, I don't know what they're gonna do,
Alright.
but I'm gonna talk to them.
Okay, how about, can we throw out some possible dates for that? Now, I haven't heard how Connie is, have you?
I think she's doing okay.
What's wrong?
From what I hear.
Okay.
Yeah, she just had
So-
golf bars in her.
She did? I didn't know.
I didn't say her.
Let's see.
You would know better.
It's tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes, all day.
Does that discussion have to be a public meeting, or is it
If I
executive
have-
session, or how's that done?
If I have more than 2, but we are talking economic development. Let me check that a little bit, since economic development is one of those that can be executive session depending on what you're gonna be talking about. So let me check and see if we might be able to do that. Because we're gonna be talking contract, right?
I'll be home, but do I want to wander into that then?
Might as well.
Okay, if you can do an executive session, what are you guys thinking?
Do we need to all be there?
Up to you guys.
Because Mark's, he's gonna be tied up with softball, right, EVs. We could shoot for next week. With this job, even if I'm in the hotel, I can be home, driving from Lafayette here.
If you come in over the phone, you're not technically at a meeting.
Okay. I can drive. I mean, if I'm at the hotel, I can drive. I have a car at the hotel, I drive.
Okay. Okay, so if you're looking at the week of the 15th, the 18th, we have library board.
Yes, we do.
But if you're home during the day, you could have a daytime meeting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only on 3-day trains in the week, so there's a 2 or 3 out of 7 chance it'd be that day. So,
See what you can do.
okay, let's nail a day down, and I'll know a couple days before.
Would you want to say the 18th during the day?
Yeah, let's say the 18th during the day,
Okay. And what time is good for you?
10 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll check with, do you think Connie would be up and about? Is she okay?
6 of one, half dozen other right now, to be honest, really. So that's what, a week away?
It's a week from
I
tomorrow.
think she'll be up, yeah. She's just a little under the weather right now.
Should go there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, well, let's shoot for that then. And I'll double check if we can do executive session, we'll advertise it that way. If not, it'll just be a public meeting. Town office, okay?
10 a.m.?
Okay with everybody?
Yep.
Works for me.
And then fire truck is sure.
I have this at home. Yeah, we need to.
And your contract does expire June, okay?
And
With the EDC, right?
Camden Mark, Chris, I talked to Chris, and he never got back with me, and I asked him, I could send him an email. He seemed to think that we could get another camera on the corner of this building with better quality for that intersection, and we wouldn't have to mess with the Camden Mark in case, they were sold, power went out, so. But he never got back with me, and that was a month and a half ago, so. I'll touch base with you again, maybe you forgot about me, or.
So what are we doing with fire truck? Because our contract with them, I think, is the June contract.
I'll make the motion that we go with, I think it's number 3.
I believe it
Is it
is.
number 3, but it gives them the fire truck and we give them $9,000 a year for, it's 75 and it goes up. So we tap out at 9.
I believe you're right. Did you take pages out of this?
No,
Let me see.
It was very laid out. Option 1, 2, and 3. This is all history, current. Oh, here we go, option 3, sorry. Town of Camden would transfer ownership to truck to Jackson Township. Jackson Township would be responsible for all operational maintenance, insurance, replacement costs for fire truck. 2020 3-year contract fee schedule would be implemented, agreed to by the town. 2020 would be $7,000, 2021 would be $8,000, and 2022 would be $9,000.
I'll make a motion that we accept that quote right there.
I'll second it.
I'll get with Deb.
We'll get with Eric. Okay. So I'll look at Cameron Mark, contact Chris. I'll get that for you, sorry.
And we're still dealing with that, right?
I'll still call Chris and, all right, utility adjustment request,
Okay.
Retta.
Ms. Julio, would you like to speak to the council?
Great. I'm not good at this.
That's okay.
We moved into Camden about a year ago in November. I was renting a house off of Jesse Heisey over on Illinois Street. And we ran into an issue a couple months ago with a water leak, which we have found out to be the toilet. And we have tried to fix it, and that didn't work. And they had called us and let us know there was a problem. And so we're into the second month, and we finally got it fixed. We just put a whole new toilet in. So they had readjusted our bill for 1 month, and she said, because our other one is like $245 for the new coming month, that if we came to the meeting, we might be able to get a second adjustment to finally, they have said that they had it checked out and it is working properly now.
It's fixed.
Yes. So we're just asking for another readjustment.
I'll make a motion that we adjust her to as much as you can.
I'll second that, since it's fixed.
And the amount that Lynette gave you, I think, did she tell you $108.60 would be?
Yes.
Okay, now penalties go on tomorrow.
Okay.
So if that payment is made after tomorrow.
I already paid that.
You paid the, okay.
Yes, I've already paid that one.
Okay,
You're good.
all right.
Okay. All right, thank you guys very much.
Okay, no
No
problem.
problem. Disputed ordinance violations, boy, we may have a bunch of those coming up, huh?
So far now.
We're probably just getting started.
I was gonna ask Jill if, you notice there's 17 here and 17 here.
It's just our lucky
Are they the
number.
same thing or is
No.
it different?
It's
No,
just
it's
lucky number
different.
17.
Nobody's asked me to write any letters or anything. Am I supposed to be,
No,
are you just doing it?
I did some of them with the cleanup coming around
Okay.
because I knew they could utilize.
Well, anytime you need me to write letters to do anything, you know, where I am, you know. But when I looked at that, I thought, I think that's my job and I didn't.
Yeah, and I'm not
You've been
trying to step
phased
on
out.
any. No,
No,
I'm
I
not trying to step on
Yeah,
any
that's
toes.
fine, but
You're
I just
fired.
don't wanna let anything slip. But I saw the 17 here and 17 here and I thought maybe they were the same,
Yeah.
just happened to be the same thing.
Yeah.
Just coincidence.
We'll find out a lot more after town cleanup, probably.
You know, lawyers don't
Right.
believe in coincidence, that's why I was asking. So, okay.
Okay. Public comments. Julia, do you have anything? See how?
Just a thank you. Andy delivered a nice presentation at the State of the City, County, and Towns last week, and we appreciated that. And Camden had a whole town, table full of people, so it was nice.
I was in Alabama fishing.
Thanks for having us, that's,
Oh, yeah,
that's a nice,
absolutely.
that's a nice deal, it's nice to see what everybody else is doing,
Yeah, you're welcome. We appreciated it.
good thing.
Council comments, hire utility assistant.
yes. Did you want to advertise what it's been doing?
Yeah, I think we gotta advertise it.
Write up something nice, too.
Yeah, make it sound pretty.
Do better than there, that's having a hard time.
Yeah, just keep us out of the paper. Let's see, replace tree grant, what did we find out with that?
Ken's waiting on the 2019 to come through. He's gave us some stuff about what to look for and everything, but, he said he won't know until they let it go to see what you're available this year. So
Okay.
he said it's coming up, so
So,
he said he'll let us know. And he said he'd help us do what we gotta do, so.
good, yeah, I like the idea.
When we looked at these grants several years ago, now this has been a long time ago,
Okay.
we needed to do a tree inventory.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to check to see if that's gonna be required, and if it is, we would do a tree
I could do
inventory.
that.
We can get that done, easy enough.
Okay.
Then now do we do the whole town tree inventory or
Well,
just?
it'd be the town's
main?
trees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what's our
That's what
responsibility?
it's responsible. Okay. we can
And
do
we
that.
do have, I don't know if you guys remember, or even were aware, but we do have a tree ordinance that says what kind of trees can be planted in this.
And some of them are
and how they're
outdated too.
planted. Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
What are you
That's-
guys planning?
Trees.
Trees?
Yeah, we're gonna plant
No.
trees so you can cut them down.
Cool.
We placed
Job
some of
security.
them, Ray placed some of them in the utility street.
We've cut down a lot, we want to replace trees.
Before we
I like oxygen.
did too late.
Oxygen, that was on my list. Replace tree grant. Josh, you got anything you just wanna say, or?
The only thing I wanted to, well, there's a couple things I wanted to drop some information off, or just throw it out there. We, the State of the Cities and Counties, or State of the Cities and Towns and County, I was talking about the initiative I kind of kicked off called Growth 22, and so the population of Carroll County is 20,000. Trying an initiative to increase the population of the county by 2,000, so be 22,000 by the end of 2022. So this is an initiative that I'd like to, collaborate with all the municipalities in the county on to see how we can put our heads around this and start, bucking the trends of rural counties decreasing in population and see how we can work together to grow everybody's piece of the pie here.
I like that.
Yeah. So excited about that, and so kind of more to come on that, but hopefully we can have a forum here in the next month or two,
Yeah.
just to kind of get everybody together and, collaborate on that. Yeah.
Josh, do you know how the housing stock is in Carroll County?
Oh, well, I was gonna have Brett speak to that. He's, we kind of lean on him a lot on economic development issues around housing, and I would say that the last I heard that housing availability was pretty low. We hear that pretty consistently. I've been doing quite a bit of research on this, and there are some opportunities also for through USDA and through ICDRA to do some update, like to get loans for updates or low or no interest loans on to update housing. That's another problem that some of our existing housing stock is maybe a little dated, or maybe not what new buyers are looking for. So Frankfurt did something similar to this a couple of years ago. They initiated this program, and they gave tax abatements and some other incentives for homeowners to do updates, to do things like add garages, or just bring things up to kind of a more modern amenities that everybody's looking for. So lots of good ideas out there. Everybody's kind of got connections and resources, and we try to solve this together and leverage one another's abilities.
The houses here in Camden, once they get on the market, they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we were talking about, it's going to take some creative planning, because we have issues here where investors aren't wanting to come into the community because they're concerned about building a subdivision and it's selling too slowly. We all anecdotally see that houses are on the market and they're gone instantly. So somewhere in there's got to be a solution, because there's obviously a demand for housing here. We just got to figure out how to sell it and make sure that we have some success stories that we can market. And then I think that once you see a subdivision or something do really well somewhere in the county, then we're all going to benefit from it.
Well, we've had a lady come up here from the Crawfordsville area who does flipping. And she's working on flipping her third house here.
Oh, great.
So it's like other people must recognize that there's potential, or they wouldn't be coming from that far away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Walton does a deal where if you build a new home in Walton, they will run the sewer and water to you.
Okay.
And that's just an expensive, it's an incentive to build a house, so that's something.
The other thing is going to be, it's a great point, but the problem that a lot of people are talking about is that they're having a hard time getting ag land to go into development, and that's nothing new in this area, right? But I think that it's going to take some long-term planning and earmarking some properties, and we're talking 10, 20 years down the road that that may change hands at some point, and earmarking some of those now so that it's harder to get somebody to say, hey, would you do this today, than hey, would you think about this in the future, and try to make some of those things a reality.
But on the same token, you don't want people building the little strip houses where they're all feeding into the property either. You need more of a controlled type of
I think
approach.
that, and that's something we're trying to work with the APC on, is to get a comprehensive housing study done, so that how you build is almost as important as how many you build.
Definitely.
So, there's definitely some opportunities there to like I said, we got so many stakeholders that everybody's got to come around this and kind of identify where they can, their concerns, and where they can bring value to the system.
So we gotta put the basketball courts away and play nice.
I would hope.
What we need is to make sure we plot it to where our alleys and our streets, and they're not building where an existing alley could go to. I mean, we've had that happen here in town. I mean, so, and then you're stopped, you're blocked right there.
Do you know when the last housing study was
I
done?
believe it was in 2010.
So it's about 9.
Yeah, that was the last comprehensive plan was 2010.
Hey, before I forget, the library board would like the town board to appoint Lynette Martin. You have a position of appointment. The town board has an appointment to the library board, and I would like for you to, for us to appoint Lynette Martin to the library.
Talk to her about that.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Thanks.
Because someone's leaving, is that what
Before
you're
I
saying?
forgot that, yeah.
No, it's not.
No,
Just making sure it's not you.
Not yet.
I'm just making sure.
I ain't going
Just
nowhere on
checking.
that job. She goes on that job, I go.
Oh, boy. All right, yeah, I'm all for Lynette, that's
No, she was very receptive to it.
good, good. Awesome. Spring cleanup will be Saturday, April 27th. Scrap metal drive is going on now until the 30th. The dumpsters at the township building by the fire station. Town council and clerk treasurer's office positions will be up for election in November. Last day to file to be on the ballot is noon on August 1st at the clerk's office in the courthouse. And the youth parade is planned for June 8th at 7 o'clock here in Camden. Anybody have anything else they want to say?
One thing, if I could, please.
You bet.
On Thursday, a week from today, what's today? A week from tomorrow, sorry, the 18th, Thursday the 18th, 5:30 to 8. A project that Julie and I have been working on called the Rural Innovation Center, loosely termed the Rural Innovation Center. We're having an open house that's in Delphi, and it'll be from 5:30 to 8 at the current building that Times Past Antique is in, the old Masonic Lodge. And it'll be open to the public. It's just kind of an informational open house about the center. It's going to be a great facility that's going to skill up our children, the whole community, bring a lot of resources to the town or to the county. So we'd like everybody that could make it there. It's a kid-friendly event. Purdue University is going to be there, have some of their robotics on hand that the kids and adults can interact with. So be a pretty fun night.
Can you share more on that center and what you're doing to try to make it happen? Or is
Sure.
it too soon? Okay.
No, I mean, we applied for a grant through the WIN region, which is the Wabash Heartland Innovation Network, and it was funded through Lilly. And we are indeed a finalist, so we will know by the end of this month if it's going to happen. But it's an education, entrepreneurial development, workshops, makerspace, putting in a maker's lab with 3D printers and laser cutters and things like that, robotics, focusing on some STEM education, lots of different things, leadership development, looking at a youth leadership development program and adults. So it's a phenomenal opportunity, and Ivy Tech and Purdue are both major partners, as well as several employers that we've been working with. So it's exciting. We've raised a lot of money, and so yeah, fingers crossed that this happens, and it'll benefit everyone here. We're working with the schools, and the idea is to make this so we can share what we're learning with other communities throughout the region, because it's hard to find rural innovation. I mean, it's hard. It doesn't happen. So, let alone co-working in rural communities. So it's going to be a bunch of different things that we're looking at doing. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Good. Anybody else?
I should adjourn.
I'll second it. Call her quick.
Okay, thank you.
She's doing all right.
Thank you guys very much.
Oh, you're welcome.